welcome to another episode of The Drop Hip Hop Uncensored. Baby, it is the Republic of Hip Hop. Today I have with me lyricist, performer, producer, all-round creative, Huey Magic Man.
Yes,
it's a
sir.
kind of magic.
Yes, sir.
What do you do? And the crowd goes mad.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Very happy to be here.
I'm glad you're finally here.
Finally.
Thank you so much.
We made
for
it
coming through.
happen.
You know, no, but I believe in the universe.
Was it that?
Okay.
Okay.
It's the COVID situation.
Yeah, the COVID situation.
COVID situation. But I'm glad you're here.
So I'm glad to be here.
Let's get straight right into it, nah. You grew up in a home filled with music.
100%.
Your parents were collectors, thousands and thousands of
CDs,
cassettes and CDs,
yeah.
and you know.
100%.
What was the first CD that you played, or the first song that you played and you fell in love with?
Well, that's a tough one. Oh, I mean, like the first song that I bought for myself, or just the first song
Just
I
the
heard.
first
That was
song
like,
you
ooh.
heard from your dad's collection, because I know that's where
Yeah.
a lot of your influence comes from.
Yeah. I think probably, I don't know why, but then with the earliest memories I have, I always hear Boys to Men for some.
Ooh.
Until we come to the. Yeah, I just remember cleaning in the house and that playing in the background, and yeah, I think that's one of the first.
And then, what song generally would describe your childhood?
Wow, that is a great question. That's one of the wow. Maybe Every Day by Phil Collins.
Ooh.
Or Find Your Way to My Heart by Phil Collins.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe something like Lionel Richie. What's the song? Doom, doom, doo, doo. Ever my friends, the time has come. Fiesta forever. Oh, and all night long. Yeah.
All night long. Oh, wow.
Music like that. Yeah,
You
those
have
songs like
you
that.
have fine taste in music.
Oh, thank you.
You're quite the old soul.
100%.
You're quite the old soul. So as one of the fastest growing artists,
Okay.
you really are.
Yeah.
Because even just going on Apple Music and checking out your music and listening, to some of the songs that you've dropped, there's a lot of stars on your music.
Oh,
That's why I'm
sure.
like
Okay.
the fastest growing, is because
Sure.
there's a lot of stars, and stars means a lot of people are listening to your shit because
Sure.
they see themselves in your
100%.
stories.
100%.
What kind of influence do you want to leave? What print would you like to leave?
I think I know my purpose on this earth is to just help make people's lives a little bit easier. And right now I'm doing that with music. So for me, one of my main goals is just that when you're listening to my music, for the period of time that the song is playing, for the period of time that you're hearing my voice, that you remember that everything's not as bad as I think it is in my head. Maybe things are a little bit better. And self-love is also a big concept for me. So I think self-love and positivity are probably the cornerstones rather of my music.
You're such a happy gent, eh?
I try to be.
Because even when you walked in, like you just a very open and social person.
Yeah.
I want to get into your music.
Sure.
One of my favorite, I got the privilege,
Yes.
because we're the Drop people.
Sure.
We're the Drop elite.
Got an exclusive.
I got an exclusive
Yeah.
to your unreleased EP, Summer, right?
Yeah, Summer Grace, yeah.
Oh my God. I remember when you sent it to me, I'm like, okay, cool, sharp. Then we scheduled the interview, then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I listened to Summer EP. Oh my God, I forgave you same time. Like, I forgave you. And I'm just like, oh, it is so beautiful.
Yeah.
My favorite, can I say sequel? My favorite sequel
yeah.
of the songs
Yeah.
is Love 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Right? And the first one is Love 1, Attraction.
Attraction, yeah.
And you talk about Grace. Who's Grace?
So Grace is sort of like basically like it's not one person in particular. So Grace is sort of like the spirit rather of or the cumulative spirit of all of my past relationships that went badly. So so the intro sort of describes me meeting this person, who is a female. So it's like sort of love at first sight type thing. Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like, when you mac or finesse a girl,
Sure,
I'm
sure.
like, guys, please take notes.
Sure, yeah.
Please take notes. Like
This is how
you know what I'm saying? Like it's that beautiful that
Yeah.
I think every girl wants to hear that the first time they meet a guy. That
sure.
just so. Would you say that's what made Grace and Love Attraction so different? Is that it was an embodiment of all your love experiences with all the different past relationships that you've been in.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. The project is like is kind of multi-layered, but then at the face of it, it's just about a person who's having a hard time adjusting life in a music industry that's so chaotic and maintaining a romantic relationship with somebody that he really cares about.
And that's an issue that a lot, not even a lot, majority of the artists
100%,
face
100%.
because it's quite also a very difficult and chaotic industry to kind of move in.
Yeah.
And you try not to lose yourself as well.
Yeah. 100%.
And which brings me to Dilemma.
Yeah.
Very in your face.
Sure.
Very fuck you.
Sure. Sure.
What dilemma were you going through when you wrote it? Because for me, I understand that it's like you're stuck between a wall and a hard place.
Yeah.
I want to understand what were you going through at that moment in time?
Yeah. The dilemma now. The dilemma is basically, okay, cool. I'm into this girl. This girl is super dope, but also I live this rap lifestyle, which a lot of the time is very smoke and mirrorsy, So It's about the dilemma of trying to maintain Isaac, my real name, and Huey's character, So am I going to be Isaac and just enjoy this relationship, or be Huey, you know what I mean, and be in club mode and whatever, that is, yeah. So that's the dilemma. It's like being caught in between two personalities almost.
And speaking about Huey, in the club as well, you hate being compared. Why do you hate being compared? Do you not? Because I think also comparison is perceived as a negative thing, but it's not necessarily always a negative thing. Sometimes it's to say, okay, compared to this person, you're greater, or you have certain qualities that are greater than this person, but has been kind of like, your point of reference to be a certain artist.
Sure.
So why, personally for you, do you hate being compared? Because even in Dilemma, you were going hard lyrically and saying, this is my skill.
Yeah.
This is my passion and my purpose.
Yeah.
But do not compare me because there's only one me.
Yeah.
Why is it then?
I work really, 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 really hard to give music that comes from an honest place, music that is helpful in a way that's like original to me. I'm sure there's artists that I sound like, you know what I mean? But then I don't really believe there's anybody who's putting as much attention into detail into their art, or anybody that cares about their art as much as I do. And a lot of the time, like the word rapper, it's like a blanket statement for like just, like a lot of weirdos who for one, suck. And secondly, don't take this as nearly half as seriously
as you do.
So don't compare me to any of those losers. Just, I'm Huey. This is my music.
You're not mediocre. You're the
please,
real deal.
100%.
You're the real deal. I like the confidence.
Yeah, I hate it.
No, but also the talent backs up your confidence.
Yeah.
That's what I like about you. Your reality. Ne?
Yeah.
How bad? Because you've mentioned, Hore, a lot of the times it's always smoke and mirrors. And I believe you because it's like an Instagram situation where people will sell you an image. They fake it till they make it, whereas they're struggling, whether financially, mentally, physically, in behind the scenes. So how bad did things get to a point where you're like, send me a prayer, and you're so vulnerable and wearing your heart on your sleeve and telling people, listen, guys, it's tough. Like, it's hard. Like, send me a prayer. Like, I understand that I'm giving you this music. I'm giving you my heart. I'm giving you my experiences. But even for me, it gets hard.
100%. I think like what a lot of artists do is that they share one side of the coin, and it's something that I've been struggling with a lot lately. You know what I mean? Is that especially when I see younger kids in my neighborhood who try to emulate me or try to make music. I think it's very important that as artists we paint a real picture of what it means to do this, because I can tell you right now, 95% 90% of your favorite rappers are always lying about everything. You know, guys don't really live like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a reality for a large percentage of us. You know, there are outliers. You know what I mean?
Who are actually living that life, but
yeah, but most
it's like the 1%.
Yeah, you know, this is it's a very tough road. It can be very depressing. It can be very daunting, very mentally taxing. You know, and a lot of the times artists just don't share that side of the coin. It's always just the good side of these. Guys will tell you they're high, but then they don't tell you what it's like, you know, going through withdrawals, for example, you know. Yeah, so for me, it's important to paint a picture that's as realistic as possible. So the next artist wants to be inspired by me, then at least I'll feel like, okay, cool. Like this, I told this guy everything. You know, I didn't just sell him a dream and now he's committing himself. It's like, yo, I told you what it's like here, bro. You said you want to come.
I gave you a warning.
Yeah.
That's you actually living your reality even in your music.
100%.
That takes a lot of guts also.
Yeah.
And speaking of your piece and telling your story, on Peaceful Interlude, you share the importance of not being accessible to everyone. How important is your piece to you mentally? And how regularly do you not shut the world out, but how regularly do you meditate and just mute the world out and you're unreachable to everyone?
Probably 60% of the time I'm probably on mute or unreachable. You know, 40% is when I interact or I have a performance or whatever. Like, I mean, like you said, when I have very open energy. I'm very, you know, I can't front on people for no reason. But then that's a gift, but also it can be a curse because sometimes I can carry people's things. So sometimes it's like people will come to me with certain types of energy, then they'll leave me with it. You know, then I have that energy on me all the time. You know what I mean? So it's very important for me to filter out the people that have access to me because I'm very susceptible to energy.
Speaking of energy, I love the fact that with your EP, it's like you start with love 1, then you have dilemma, then it's love. You know, I love the fact that you give us a chance to breathe in between the songs while you're telling the story. And you know, it's a lot when you're giving someone tea, and then you're like, no, I'll be back. They're like, no, come finish.
Happened?
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel with Love 3, the disconnect. When y'all fought and it got deep,
it got ugly.
What is the first fight about?
I mean, it's not a very literal, like, it wasn't about an actual fight that happened or whatever. But then that was just a song that I was trying to explain the destruction of this relationship.
Also the toxicity.
Yes.
If we're not fighting, we fucking.
Then we fighting.
Okay, let me ask you this. Since you don't want to tell me, let me ask you this. What is the first toxic fight you've ever had with a partner?
Ooh, Jesus. This is good. Okay, it's one of those interviews.
It's
I think I used to be attracted to people who are, I don't know why, but fairly like broken in some way.
You had a savior complex.
Yes. Oh
okay.
My. Jesus.
Bob the Builder.
Yeah, you know, I loved. Yeah, I'm Captain Save-A-Hole. I was. You know what I mean? that was me, you know?
You watched too many Tyler Perry movies.
So a lot of the time I dated people who could be toxic, but then I don't know if I enjoyed that chaos, you know? I don't know if you've been in a relationship where you enjoyed the chaos.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
So relationships like that tend to be like either one or two. They're either hot or cold.
Yeah, and when it's really good, it's
really good. Yeah,
when it's bad, it's very bad.
Yeah. So that's if we're not fucking, we're fighting. If it's not good, it's terrible. Yeah.
Was that not detrimental to you? Because if you're constantly fixing and building and, you know, piecing together other people's broken pieces, that kind of takes up a piece of you as well, like in your cup. You know?
100%. And also, I was doing it because I was avoiding dealing with my own issues. You know, so if I'm focusing on this person's issues, yes. Okay. So I'm focusing on your issues. So okay, nothing's going on with me really, but when in actuality, you know, there were things about myself that I had to come to terms with, which is what Time of My Life is about.
So would you say that because the ending of Love 3, you guys fix things?
No. The end. That's she's done. She's gone.
Yeah,
She's gone,
but you fixed in the middle of the song. There's a point where you guys fix things,
Okay,
and then
yeah.
she comes back,
Yeah.
right? So with you guys fixing things, then
Yeah.
was that kind of like your moment where you were, you were having like a moment to yourself where you just like you're internalizing now everything that's happening and deciding,
Yeah.
maybe we should
Yeah.
go our own way.
Yeah, with me, it's I'm very weird. A lot of the time, I can't experience things as they happen, to the detriment of a lot of my relationships. So a lot of the time afterwards,
Only after then you
I'll be
introspect.
like, you know what? Yeah,
Okay.
actually, I did this and that. I did that and that. Yeah, and I take ownership for my actions in creating this breakup.
Time of my life.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best peak of your entire life been? Because yes, you spoke in the relationships. When it was good, it was very good. So there was a lot of peaks, but also a lot of falls as well. But in general, as Isaac, what was the peak of your life when you're like, oh,
This is the time.
This is the time of my life.
Probably when I became. I mean, it's lame, but probably when I became like head boy in grade 7.
That's so cute.
And my dad was in the crowd, and he was But anybody who knows my dad knows my dad's a little bit crazy, So he was in the crowd. He was a little bit drunk, and they said my name, and he went crazy. That's my son.
That is so cute.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best.
I want to be that parent.
Yeah.
Like embarrass my kid, but like show that I love my kid.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
Shout out to your dad, actually.
Yeah, he's a little.
That is so cute. So that was like when you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Yeah, that was a great moment for me.
Okay, so with your music, you're very emotional, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with the hearts that you've broken, if you were to do it again, would you do it again?
I wouldn't change anything in my life ever because I value the person that I am right now.
Would you say you're at your best that you've been?
Yeah, in certain ways, but I'm a work in progress. So sometimes I slip on certain things and I improve on other things. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I mean, there's certain relationships I wish I could have done. I mean, in hindsight, you always wish,
differently,
Yeah. But if I had the chance, I think everything happened as it should.
So would you say that with love for acceptance, that's where you're at right now, where you have accepted that things are the way they are and you can't change them? Even if you had an opportunity to go back, you would relive everything the same.
Yeah, 100%.
Because also, I don't think you'd be
this guy. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be. Yeah, that song is just about saying, sometimes we don't know what's the best for ourselves. We think we know. This is what's good for me. This is what's good for me. This was good for me. And sometimes the worst thing that you think is happening to you could actually be the best thing in the world for you. So that song is just about saying, okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm glad I had that experience. It wasn't all bad. You were great. I loved you. It was a great relationship.
You grew also.
I grew, yeah. I wish you all the best. It's okay. It will be okay. Yeah. But peace. Yeah.
Okay, now, a thank you. What are you grateful for?
The opportunity to be able to do what I love. That song was just directly to anybody who's ever supported my music, and I really feel like I have a very intimate connection with all the people that love my music, because in some ways they're probably like me, so that song was just like a love song to everybody that really, really rocks with me,
You know what's funny? My follow-up question is it your supporters, and are you thankful for their understanding of your life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
But it also gives you like a very soft landing, because to know that people are receiving the music with the same warmth that you're giving it out.
100%, yeah.
So shout out to you.
Thank you.
Huey, can we discuss this one? This one is a very serious topic.
Okay.
Visuals.
Yes.
When are your visuals coming out?
I dropped a video. You didn't see it? I dropped a video.
But it's short.
The song was short.
It's short. And I'm going to discuss this with you with the songs after the song.
Okay, sure.
Like, yes, you dropped a video in July.
Yeah.
In July, you dropped a video.
Yeah.
I saw.
Yeah.
It was a very dope video. I love the black and white.
Sure.
It's pretty cool.
Sure.
but more visuals.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like also your music is so relatable that I want to see more of you. I want to see you I want to see more of your personality visually. As much as I understand it and I love it in songs, I want to be able to. I don't want to keep imagining.
Yeah.
Like I want to have something like, oh, that's
100%. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's something that a lot of people listen to my music say the same thing. So I think it's a real critique.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time for videos, and I've been shooting. I did more for this than I did for Chasing Magic. So they're definitely on the way.
I also liked Chasing Magic.
Did you? Thank you.
I also like the collabs that you had, like with Tando.
Yeah,
no, but I can't even J silent.
Oh yes,
so
Tando.
Tando.
Okay, yeah. Never gets old. Yeah.
So like I liked the artists that you featured, for Tyson. Like
Incredible.
it's and Tron.
Yeah.
Like I it was very warm.
Yeah.
But Summer for me.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, you're sitting on a gold mine. That's just my opinion.
Thank you.
Can we discuss why your songs are 1 minute? Yo. Can we fight?
Yeah.
Like I'm dragging you on camera.
Yeah.
Your songs are so short. It's like, where did it go?
100%.
Where did it go? And yes, I understand. Okay, it makes your listener want more and more and more. But it's just like, I need more.
I need more.
I need more.
Yeah.
And why are they so short?
Well, it's with this project, I tried to do a bit of a balancing act, right? Because it's one subject of matter across the board. So I didn't want the songs to be too long because I was afraid that the project would get boring, So I tried to keep the songs a little bit shorter on this one. And when I was making this project, it was intended to be 3 songs. So no, 4 songs: Love 1, Love 2, Love 3. Yeah, just that. So I was like, you know what? This is not. Let me just add a few songs, in between. So it was always intended to be somewhat of a short project, but yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. And I'm sure there's gonna be more complaints about the
length. I was so angry. I was like, yo, how do you feel? And I was like, okay,
let me repeat it. Yeah. Let me go. Yeah.
Or when I press next, it's like, okay, but also.
This song
You're killing me.
Yeah.
You're killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I understand, where you're coming from now. Where can people follow you, book you, get in contact with you?
Huey Magic Man everywhere. Yeah, Huey Magic Man.
I loved the colors that you use, even on your cover art.
Yeah.
And I love the shirt.
Yeah, thank you.
Before I let you go, we're gonna play a young game.
Okay.
It's called this or that.
Okay.
You need to pick one.
Sure.
Just pick one.
Sure, got you.
Summer or Chasing Magic?
Summer Grace.
This is, you understand the assignment. I know it's like picking your kids, between your kids.
My daughter, yeah.
Yeah, Love Yourself or Peaceful Interlude?
Peaceful Interlude.
Okay. Tyson or Tron?
I can't.
No! He's doing it! He's doing it!
Or.
No!
You said Tyson or Pryor or
No,
I pick or.
Pick You think you're smart. No, pick between Tyson and Tron Pie, and you can't pick the word between.
I can't. I really.
You're ruining the game.
What do I say? These are
okay, we'll come back to it.
Okay.
Tando J or Mwanji the Kid?
Mwanji the Wonder Kid. Oh my God. What is this? Mwanji the Wonder Kid, Tyson Sabatelli.
Oh, okay.
If I'm going to do it.
Just rip it off like a band-aid. Twane Fontaine or Reese Effect?
Twane Fontaine.
Okay. That's all I got for you.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Well, thank you.
It wasn't that tough, though. It wasn't that tough, though. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much for pulling through. I can't wait for your visuals to drop, and I can't wait for the world to hear Summer. I think I know for sure they're gonna love it as much as I've loved listening to it.
Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for supporting our little hip hop industry. I think you're doing a great job. I can't think of anybody else in the country that's doing what you're doing at the level that you're doing it at. So I think you're very important. You're very important to us, which is why it's an absolute honor for me to be here.
Oh, this means the world to me. Hey,
Yeah.
like, oh, thank you so much. Like,
You're
my heart is like pumping rainbows. It's pumping rainbows and shit. Like,
Correct.
I really, really appreciate this, and
Yeah.
it's for people like you that are talented, that are kind, you know, that are doing it because it's your calling.
Yeah.
That inspire me to do what I do.
Let's go.
So shout out to you.
Let's go.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
That was another episode, people, of the Drop Hip Hop Uncensored. We came, we saw, we spoke some magic. Listen, we went through summers. And listen, do follow us on all social media platforms, The Drop Uncensored. Email us if you have an artist or know any dope rising star or already shining star in the hip hop game at thedropuncensored@gmail.com. And let's make it happen. But for now, Nakalibiza Narin Tintin, your favorite ultimate black Barbie. Listen, I am signing out. But Huey, take it away.